going on, everybody? So today I wanted to do a fun video for you. I wanted to do something different, something out of the norm. So I have two items that I'm going to be taking to Bits and Buttons, which is a local CAS submission center, and I'm going to get two items graded. I think this would be a fun video to show you guys what the process is from start to finish, and then also what it's like when I get the items back, and just kind of go over like the whole process, the whole time frame of how everything takes. So I'm super excited to go ahead and go on this grading journey with you guys. I've got two figures that I'm going to get graded. One is a Hasbro. It's a French version of WWF Hasbro. It's Coco Beware. And then also I have a Jack specific Rocky Mick figure, which I got in, and both of them are in fantastic condition as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, CAS might say otherwise, but again, that's why we go through the grading process to see what happens. So CAS is actually local to me. They are in West Palm Beach, but also closer to me is a submission with one of my local submission centers, which is Bits and Buttons. So what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm gonna go change. I'm gonna hop in the car. We're gonna go to Bits and Buttons, and we're gonna have Dominic walk us through the whole starting process and go from there. So I'll see you at Bits and Buttons in a few. All right, guys, so we're here right now outside of Bits and Buttons, and like I said earlier, Bits and Buttons is my local stop for CAS grading. They're a vendor for them, so a submission center, I should actually say, and you can go and drop off from them. Also, if you want to know about the other submission areas in the cities that you might live in, you can actually contact CAS directly via email or call them, and they can give you, I guess, a list of the local vendors that are in the area that are submission centers. So let's go ahead, let's take the Coco Beware and the Mick figure, and let's go inside and see what the process is with filling out all the documentation and everything. Right now, the owner of Bits and Buttons, like I said, he has a CAS submission center here. So here is the signage and everything that you see if you walk into a store that is a submission center, and it says bring your collectibles, complete the forms. They'll pack everything, they'll send it off, and then obviously there's a whole process. They have these little flyers here that explain the process and the services, and then of course there's all the things where you can follow them out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and their contact information. So Dom's going to go ahead, pull out the forms right now. We're going to fill out some stuff, and we'll show you what the process is like. Here is the form right here. It's a merchandise receipt. Obviously, all your contact information, the item, the quantity, the price, and all that good stuff. I sign it, he signs it, and then you pack it up and send it off to the good people. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, we actually, since we're local to them, we actually drop it off.
Oh, see? So even better.
So anybody that's local to South Florida, we ended up bringing it up ourselves. We usually go twice a month, depending on what's going on. But yeah, we bring it up, we drop it off, and then usually it takes right around 6 months, give or take. Anything that's considered a tier 1 is usually like a standard item, a standard carded item, like a Star Wars packaged item, a G.I. Joe. Basically something that's standard that they would have constantly in stock. Those are considered tier 1s. Tier 1s usually get done a lot quicker. When you start getting into tier 2, tier 3, those are more elaborate pieces, so those can take anywhere between 6 months to 12 months. Sometimes they come back quicker, but ideally I tell everybody to expect that longer period, because when you tell people, oh, it could be 30 days or 40 days, and then once it gets past that 31st day, you're calling and you want to know where your items are. So it does take a little while to get this stuff done, but if you're getting standard products done, like I said, tier 1 items, those are usually no longer than 6 months. Okay, so like I said, I got my mint on card Mick right here, and we have the French version of Coco Beware, which was actually provided to me by this lovely gentleman right here. So we're going to send both of these off to CAS. So we're going to fill out the paperwork right now, and yeah, then we just put it in God's hands and see what happens from there. So I guess I'll see you maybe in about 6 months.
6 months later.
All right, guys, we're here right now outside of Bits and Buttons. Dominic called me. My stuff is ready to be picked up. Dominic's going to go over everything with me, explain the grading process of the grades that I got, and show you the display cases that they come in and everything, and how they're packaged, and what other goodies come with it. So I'm super excited for this. Keep the fingers crossed. I hope the grades are good. All right, guys, so we're here inside right now, and here is the wonderful owner of this establishment, Mr. Bits and Buttons himself, Dominic. Sir, do you have my CAS stuff for me?
Yes, I sure do.
My CAS stuff.
Where did I put it?
Right, I think it's right in front of you.
No, it is right in front of you. It is right in front of you.
All right, good sir. So here is my Mickey, and what did I get on that?
You got an 85 plus 88.6.
All right, so what does that mean in layman's terms?
In layman's terms, it means that it is mint.
Oh, hey.
It's mint. Anything 85 is basically considered mint. Anything that's sealed in a box, standard grading is usually 85.
Okay.
And it goes down from there.
Okay.
So you got a standard grade of an 85.
Nice.
And it actually went higher, so you got a mint figure basically.
Woo!
You can't go 90. You could go 90 plus, 95, 95 plus. Then it just gets into like museum quality stuff. But this is basically considered a gem mint.
Have you ever seen 100?
No, never.
So it does, or 100 is just like a rare thing that doesn't exist. It's like a unicorn. It's like a mythical creature.
Correct. Now, I do have one of the highest grades I've ever had. I own that.
Oh.
Which is a gargoyle figure.
Oh.
It's a 95 plus.
Oh.
It's like graded, I think, at 98 or 97. Yeah, it's like one of three. It's one of 3 or 4, I think, that they've done.
Oh, that's cool.
Which it was a sealed case.
All right,
So
awesome.
sealed case stuff, when you usually bring them sealed case stuff, usually the stuff that's on the interior of the case is usually the stuff that gets higher grade.
Okay.
Because obviously the stuff on the outside usually gets dinged and danged. And
Yeah.
stuff. All right.
And there's my my French Hasbro version of
Oui.
Coco Beware.
And this got an 80, 82.2. Now, again, going back to what I was saying a few minutes ago, you usually start off at an 85, and then it goes down from there.
Yeah.
So this is basically considered near mint. Not mint, but near mint.
Okay.
So there was some kind of blemish or whatever the case may be. And so when you look at the subgrades, you have an 80 on the card, 85 on the bubble, 85 on the figure. So now 85 on the card means that more than likely there may have been a corner. Yep, right there. There is a small corner ding. Very small corner ding
Okay.
right there. Again, it's nothing major, but again, it's something that's a blemish on the card. Doesn't really hurt the value that much, but again, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
And again, depending on you as a collector and what you want, we do have. Let me actually get something. I have a couple pieces that come out of the sleeves.
And then there's this that comes with it too, right? I guess this is like a
Where did that old
it's
one
a
go?
it's a certificate, and then there's the seal, and then the signature by the person who inspected and graded it. So I have one for the Coco Beware and one for Mick, which is really cool. These things are just awesome.
So now
This Mick is absolutely
So
beautiful.
we're gonna take now. The thing is when you look at these things, you say to yourself, like, how do you see it? Like, why does it look like that? Because these are all wrapped in plastic.
Yeah.
So when you guys take them out of the plastic, we leave them in the store. What we do at the store is we actually cut the bottoms of them so we can stand them up.
Okay.
But usually when you take them out of the plastic, they're phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
look at that.
this
that's
one is
That's a 90.
this is a 90. This one had a little bit of an accident, but But this is what they look like out of the plastic. Some people leave them in the plastic so they don't get scratched up because, as you know, it's acrylic.
Oh no, these will come out. No, these will come out of the case and definitely go on display in the room somewhere. But I'm like super stoked about this.
The best
this
thing
Mickey.
is too is like, again, when you go on their website, you enter in the hologram number. Again, if it's something that you're reselling or something of that magnitude,
and people can look it up and they can see
and
all
they
the
can
information.
verify it, just like you would do with a JSA signature or just like you would do with Beckett, things like that. Because you don't always get the certificates. I personally don't give everybody the certificates just because they don't ask. I don't give them to them. I have a stack like that in the back. But all it does, it's just a picture of the figure with the hologram number. And you can easily just go on the website and just type in the hologram number on their website and it'll give you the exact item on what you purchase. It's not a stock photo. It's the exact item that you have.
Awesome.
So
That's cool.
Which is really awesome, man.
Well, Mr. Dami Dom, thank you so much for helping me through this process and explaining to the good folks out there in YouTube land of how the process is with CAS and everything that comes along with it. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But hey, guys, when I get home, I'll give you guys a better look at this stuff. I'll take it out of the plastic so you guys can look at it, and then we'll talk a little bit more and go from there.
And don't forget, guys, you guys spinning around. There we
Yep.
go. Don't forget, they take submissions in over the internet. You can call it in, things like that. Set up your account. I'm sure Seth's going to go over a lot of that with you. So if you're not local to CAS, or if you don't have a submission center near you, it's a process you could do all on your own. You just go on their website. You can call them up for help. You just enter in your information, enter in the product that you're looking to get graded. They usually have the standard pricing sheets and things like that on there. And then you can always drop it off with us. You can drop it off, I think, there's a few submission centers up north. I think Dallas, I think there's a few other ones. I don't know all the stores that do it. But South Florida, we're the only submission center other than Tony, who's way down south.
And that's Nowhere Comics.
Nowhere Comics is the one down south that does it. But we are the only one in Broward that is authorized CAS submission center, which again, it's a lot easier. You bring it to us, we take care of everything as far as the shipment and all that, and it saves you on shipping. Because obviously shipping on acrylic, as you know, is probably going to cost you probably another 30, 40
Yeah,
bucks.
because that stuff's got some weight. That stuff's got some weight to it.
Yeah,
So
because when you ship it, it's going to cost you. You got to ship it there, which is going to cost you money to ship there, and you got to insure it, and then you got to pay for the shipping to come back. So when it's all said and done, it's costing you probably 50 to 80 bucks depending on what you're having graded.
yeah. But for the outcome, it's totally worth it. So yeah, that Mickey, I'm like so stoked about that.
What we call the elimination chamber.
The elimination chamber. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna open these up. I'll take them out. I'll show you everything. I'll even open up the certificates that came with it, so we can show you guys that, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, and we're back home. So let me show you guys what the actual pieces are. Give you a better look. So here they're wrapped in this, plastic. So let's go ahead and get this out of here so we can open these up for you guys. So they do a really good job of packing these items and protecting them, which is the most important thing, because again, you spent money on getting these graded and they're actually sealed. This is sealed. So we're gonna have to go ahead and get this opened up. So here we go right now. All right, let's slide this off. All right, so here is a better look at the Cocoa Beware. And you guys could see right there the grade that I got. I got an 80 on this, which is still pretty decent from what I was told. So it's actually, it says 80, but then there's the secondary number right there. It says it's an 82.2, which is really cool. And then again, you can always scan the QR code and obviously from your account online, but really cool pieces. This has been a really fun process. All right, guys, so here is the Rocky one. So let's go ahead and get this out and see what the grade is on this. So again, obviously we saw it through the package before, so you guys can see right here, it says 85 plus, but the actual grade on it is an 88.6, which Dominic said is kind of almost near mint, which is awesome. It's such a cool figure that I got graded. I love this. This is so awesome that I got this Mickey, because Mickey's one of my favorite characters from Rocky. So this is just awesome, and I'm glad that I was able to do this and show you guys kind of like what the process has been with going through grading from start to finish. All right, guys, and that wraps up this video. So if you guys are interested in getting your stuff graded through CAS, I will leave their website in the description below. Make sure you go check them out. I leave their phone number, their contact information, all that good stuff. Also, what you want to do too is, if you are not obviously in the state of Florida, you can definitely go on their website and check out where your local submission centers are, or you can actually even do the process online and actually mail the items into them directly. So it's really whatever works easier for you guys. So yeah, so with that being said, if you guys like what you saw, please be sure to give a thumbs up. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe. As always, be sure to hit that bell so you get notified every time a cool video like this gets uploaded for your viewing pleasure. As always, you can check out all the excellent content we always offer right here at MCE. And until next time, guys, keep it marvelous.